Hey, what's going on, everybody? We are now at day number 19, and we are behind. Unfortunately, we're a little bit behind because we got a lot of this weather, and we have more weather coming up. So I took a few pictures today. I wanted to show you guys what's going on here. So if you can see here, we got quite a bit of water. You know what the good news is? Even though there's a little bit of pooling of water here in this little area, there's not that much water pooling in the trenches in here and in here, which is kind of nice. But the problem is that that's not really the big issue. The big issue is that we have to get a concrete truck out there. Now, they're not the regular concrete trucks like the ones that you may be used to. One second. So this is one of the types of trucks that most people are actually used to seeing. Now these things, constantly rotate this thing here, and that's just to keep the concrete from, hardening or just sitting still. But this is not the kind of concrete truck that we're going to be talking about or using. The kind of concrete truck that we're going to be using is going to be something more like this. Yes, some of the stuff which is actually kind of cool. These guys, man, they have these stabilization legs that come out and just flatten out so that they can go a long distance. They'll flatten out in all four directions, and then they'll use this or another type of boom that comes all the way out and will deliver the concrete where it needs to be. The very cool part about those the new concrete trucks is that they have a 120-foot reach. So I'm going to show you a couple of the challenges that I think are normal. Whenever you guys are starting to do your stuff, you're going to run into some of these issues, but they're not issues, just a little bit small problem solving that needs to be addressed. So if you can see on the first picture, I am on the side of the street, on the MLK side of the street. So we're looking at MLK is going to be on this side over here. On this side is MLK, and then this is North Campbell on this side over here. So if this is MLK here, which it is, and then this is North Campbell, you see these high tension power lines right here? All of these lines are up here. I'm covering them up with the green stuff, but the concrete company, the concrete guys cannot bring their truck and park it, even if they could park it right here in this little area, they couldn't park it there and then pull out the boom to bring out to deliver the concrete over on top of the slab. They're just not going to be able to do that. They don't want to do it because it's kind of dangerous for them. Any mishap, any issue, somebody's going to get electrocuted. They're going to be in trouble with the electric company. They're going to be in trouble with the city of Willis. They're going to be in trouble. Period. Okay. So that's what we're trying to avoid. That, and we have all of this nasty mud here in the front. So another potential option is going to be to bring the concrete all the way from this road here and then have them drive this way in so that they can be a little bit closer. The problem is that all of this ground is wet. It's been wet because it's been raining for a few days, and it is very, very wet. Now, we are on the North Campbell side of the street here, and then we have the MLK side of the street on that side. Now, we could potentially go in there like I was saying, but then we have these power lines here that are going to be impeding, so that's not going to work. So the other alternative is to be for them to park right here, because I'm telling you right now that these heavy trucks are not going to want to go into this mud part right there. They're just not. It's too risky. Those trucks are way too heavy. This dirt is not very well compacted, so they will sink. And sinking is going to be a dangerous situation, not just for the truck, but it's a dangerous situation because now they need an even bigger truck to try to pull them out in muddy area. It's just a whole mess, and it stops the street. You got to get the police involved. It's crazy. So here, this picture, I'm on the top of my truck, and so I just wanted to show you guys. The distance here is not very high. Once you bring that truck in, you try to bring the concrete in. There's no way that we can do it from this side. And if we could, we would have to drive the vehicle in here closer to avoid hitting the power lines. And because of all this mud and all this craziness here, that's just not going to happen. It's impossible. They will definitely get stuck. So what is the solution, you ask? The solution is going to be this. So let me back it up this way. What we're going to do, so there's two types of delivery systems for the trucks. One is a pump that's the boom, and then the other one is going to be a ground pump. So basically, what happens in that scenario is that the big truck is going to be able to park somewhere around here. I'm not sure exactly where, and there will be a delivery truck that will basically just forces it, carries a ground pump that takes it down over to to the area through the ground, right? So that way it's not basically getting stuck. So they don't have to come up over the sky and then down. They'll just deliver it from the ground. And so we had to pay an extra $800 for that delivery system, but it'll be worth it. And the reason why it's worth it is because we're already behind. We're already behind, another day in construction. For me, you know what? $800 will be worth it. I'm going to show you guys what it looks like tomorrow. You'll see how this delivery system works. So we have a 7:30 a.m. delivery time for the ground pump, and then an 8 o'clock show time for the actual concrete. And then the workers, are definitely going to be there between 7:30 and 8 to ensure that they're there to start receiving the concrete, start spreading it around, and do that stuff. So very exciting day. Today is day number 19, and we are getting ready to move forward, guys. All right, I will talk to you soon.